Hey, what's up, everybody, and welcome to my 3 Takeaways episode from the Alex Herrera interview this past Monday. I hope this was super educational for you guys in terms of learning a lot about CBD. I know that CBD is something right now that is just absolutely exploding. It's taking over, and if you're not knowledgeable about it, you've got to be, because there are a lot of different benefits that you can have from it, especially if you suffer from stress, anxiety, especially if you have different pain points, whether it's in joints, whether it's your hands, whether it's your back, whatever it is. CBD might have the potential to help you out with your pain, your stress, your anxiety, and all that kind of stuff. And there was so much more depth to this conversation as well. Alex talks a lot about his kind of entrepreneurial career and how he got into the CBD industry in the first place, and kind of what it's taken for him and his wife to get to the business where it is today, and some of the things that they do in order to make it successful and customer satisfaction and all that good stuff. And we're going to get into that here in the takeaways. But make sure, if you're interested in learning more about CBD or Palm Organics, go to their website, palmorganics.com. It's PALMORGANIX.com. They have an amazing informational tab, an FAQ tab, where you can learn so much about CBD. I literally spent probably like 45 minutes to an hour just exploring that tab in order to educate myself before going into that interview with him, so I could have some knowledge of CBD going into it. And I already feel like I know 10 times as much from that. And if you're interested in getting any of their products, make sure you use code BESTU to get 20% off. Again, palmorganics.com, use code BESTU to get 20% off your entire order. I really like their energy mix for a pre-workout. And that being said, let's get right into my 3 takeaways. Number 1 is know what you're taking and why you're taking it. So this is pretty specific to CBD, but also kind of food in general. But I'm going to stick with CBD for right now. Know what you're taking and why you're taking it. So I basically broke down with him all of the different types of CBD products, and why you should be taking them for what particular reason. And make sure that if you're taking tinctures, it's because it's fast acting and you get that relief, or that pain relief, that stress relief, basically immediately. If the CBD product is good, obviously. It's not quite as long lasting, but it is very fast acting. And then the other one, the oil, the topicals, the things that you can apply directly to a pain point, is fast acting as well, but it's very much targeted relief. So if you have wrist pain, hand pain, back pain, shoulder pain, elbow pain, whatever it is, you can apply that directly to that area to receive maximal benefits from it. And this is also applicable to just food in general. Know what you're taking and why you're taking it. Next time you sit down and eat something, ask yourself, what am I eating? What's actually in this, and why am I eating it? Is it actually serving me and fueling my body to move forward? Because I think it's really important to make sure that we're not necessarily living to eat, but we're eating to live. Making sure that food is fuel, and it's not just something that we're just purely trying to enjoy. Like, yes, we need to enjoy food. I enjoy food all the time. I had pizza and ice cream last night, actually. But I'm trying to be as intentional as possible, as the majority of the time, 80% or more, to know that the food that's going in my mouth is for a particular reason. Takeaway number 2 is put your own skin in the game. And this has to do with his entrepreneurial career. He talks about how he told himself that when he started this company, he didn't want to get investors or outside money. He wanted to prove to himself that he's willing to put his money into it first, and that he can build it himself, so that if he needs investors down the road, he can be like, look what we've built. Here's our product. Try it. Here's our company. See what it looks like. And if they need investors then so be it. But make sure that he has the skin in the game first, because he's seen so many entrepreneurs start a company, ask for money, see the company fail, and then just back out because they didn't have any skin in the game. They weren't fully committed. So he's proving his level of commitment to something. And whenever you're taking on something new, this is the kind of the lesson from it, is prove your level of commitment to it. Prove that you have skin in the game, and that you're willing to do whatever it takes to see that thing come out successful. Takeaway number 3 is treat the customer as you would want to be treated. Their customer relationship, the way they treat their customers is unbelievable, second to none. They do free shipping, and it comes in less than 2 days. If it's lost, they'll send you something for free, and they make sure that you're educated on the product before you actually get it. That's what I think most impressive to me, and most important for them as a brand, because CBD, so many people just don't know much about it, and they need to be educated. And Palm Organics is all about, and Alex is all about, educating the customer so that they can trust them as a brand and as a company. And that's why they have their store up there in New York, so that they can fully educate people. And he's not about just making as much money as possible. He's like, look, here's probably the products that's going to work best for you, and here's the dosage that you need to be taking at. He's not just shoving it down their throat or however they're taking it, obviously. So just make sure that you treat the customer as you would want to be treated. Don't just be in it for the high dollar. All right, guys, again, here's a summary of my 3 takeaways. Number 1, know what you're taking and why you're taking it. It applies to CBD. It applies to food. Make sure there's intention behind what you're putting into your body. Takeaway number 2 is put your own skin in the game. Prove to yourself and prove to others your level of commitment towards whatever it is that you are taking on, and show that you're willing to do whatever it takes in order to make that thing successful, and that you're not going to back out at any adversity. And then takeaway number 3 was treat the customer as you would want to be treated. Make sure that if you have a business, make sure you educate the customer. Make sure you treat them as you would want to be treated, and you do everything in your power to serve them to your utmost ability. Other than that, guys, I hope you enjoyed these 3 takeaways. Hope you enjoyed this episode with Alex. Awesome guy. I've stayed connected with Alex. He's an amazing guy, and I'm just so excited to learn more about CBD, dive more into it, try some of their products myself, see what my kind of experiences are more and more with their products. And again, if you're interested in getting anything from Palm Organics, use code BESTU to get 20% off your order. I definitely recommend trying out. Don't try out too much to start. If you've never had it before, try something small and see if you like it, see how it makes you feel, and all that kind of good stuff. Other than that, guys, I hope something in here, something with Alex's interview, allowed you to take just a little bit, just to take one small step closer to get closer and closer to your best you.